What have you done?
I don't look close up to the property. The people who live here and like the railroads, they're the ones who are affected by this.
You know what I'm saying? How about
Part of town, I live there on my own issue. I don't want to take time away from anybody else who's say about how it's affected the street, quality of life. They didn't expect this.
Very white, not yellow. Well, he's green, but he's got the mountain of the tree. He's got the wire ran under the of course he's in triplet with the wire. He's got a stake up in the tree. He's got the wire running into his house. The strings on the wire itself, and it's rubbing against the gutter. I told him that. And I said, your lights are so bright, they're shining down in my driveway. And when my driving, I didn't know where I took care of it. So we turned them. But now he's got lights on the back, big, super bright lights on the street. He's, 300 watts in the corners of the house. You see him sitting in the backyard all night long, and it looks like stadium. I said, your lights are not residential lights. They're industrial, commercial. It's not inviting, and it's not flexible.
It's disrespectful.
Of course it is. So he's going to leave it like that. I'm going to tell you, it's not going to let that mess up. You're going to have to fix this with it, but I know, I thought of it. How old are you?
52.
Are you really?
Yeah. Me too. Tell it to my body.
So you got problems with makeup and
Everything doesn't hurt just yet.
I know. I didn't count the bathroom. This room, not both rooms, right?
Should have got a bigger boat.
oh, this is much like over.
So we know that
110 in this room.
Who is he? Confident?
Before he was building it, he went on his own now. They were Home Depot on the paint department, but he's supposedly an engineer. I'm questioning what kind of engineer he is.
I'm pretty sure once we saw the gas station.
Charlie.
we can't get out.
I have the ability to make developments.
They could. This is what we're missing. They were told this is a problem. They were told they needed a bigger space.
Some people may say I was in this.
The village ignored them. It's a possibility.
We're going to start the meeting.
Ladies and gentlemen, we think we have an issue here. The occupancy for this room is sorry, my apologies to you.
Use a mic.
The occupancy for this room is 120 people.
Speak up.
I'm sorry. The occupancy of this room is 120 people. We anticipated having more people than is normal for the ZBA. But it looks like we have a fire issue. We have a lot of people standing right here in the vestibule, outside in the hallway, in the judges' chambers. We have two new issues that are supposed to take place tonight. We think in the interest of public safety, we would be better off moving these particular items, the two new ones, to the next meeting date, which unfortunately is...
Wait.
I know this is going to be disappointing to a lot of people, but it just can't be helped. There is no meeting in December. We are having two meetings in January. The first one is the 23rd.
Listen, the purpose of a public hearing at a zoning board meeting is for the public to come and comment. And if you have a meeting in a room that can't accommodate, one, hearing the application, or two, having each member of the public speak, it's a problem for the meeting. It's problematic, so, you know, so you can yell and you can complain if you like, because it's completely understandable, but we need to have a bigger room for the meeting.
We called the village hall today and asked for another meeting place.
So it was anticipated.
So you knew the amount of people.
No, we
did not.
There's an easy solution.
Listen, let me just say something. I know, excuse me, please. Thank you, everybody. Listen, I'd like you to be calm. I know some of you are upset because you would like to hear these issues come forth in front of the ZBA. I understand if you're upset about this, and yes, we need a larger room. Quite possibly, we could use public school. We'll look into this. But this is dangerous. If anything happens here, we are responsible for this. God forbid anything should happen here, we are all responsible for this. So please, we have 3 items on the agenda today, 2 new items and 1 item we need to finish. We're going to open the hearing for that item, but for the 2 new items, if you're here for that, please, the next meeting will be January 23rd. That is a Tuesday.
January?
We will have another one on the 30th. We're doubling up in January.
I will not be here.
You put a
Because you knew about this. It's not intentional.
May I say something, please?
Yes.
May I?
Prepared for something.
Okay. At the November 18th Saturday workshop, the board was told that they would to anticipate at least 300 people.
Yes.
You said you would look into a
And I
bigger
did. We
venue.
couldn't get the firehouse.
The
It was a
firehouse
short,
we told you was
we couldn't get-
held less people.
no, I know, but I checked there anyway. I couldn't get the firehouse. Permits for schools. We had Thanksgiving week, which was a short week. It just wasn't going to happen. When we talked about it, we said, okay, maybe, perhaps, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We will not have that number. We were hopeful that we wouldn't have this kind of number. Believe me, it wasn't intentional.
This is one of the board that I really like, but I think what was done was really a disservice to the residents of Chestnut Ridge. Because if this was an issue, then it should have been told us before we came to the meeting, not after we came.
We've never had a crowd like this at a zoning.
I know that, but the thing is, you were told there were going to be at least 300 people. So you should have planned for 300 people. And you didn't. So you had people coming in here straight from work, not eating dinner, to come in here and speak, and then you're telling us that you're going to have it in January.
It's an application. I mean, they want the application to be heard. The board's here. But the room is not big enough to do the application.
Because it
There's
was
no
done
way of knowing.
on purpose,
My
I think.
assumption is that most of the people are from. We have to do the complete order of repair. They're on the agenda.
I don't know.
Can't be one of them on Christmas.
I assume that most of the people are from.
No, they did that last,
We have the issue with, we would have to do it.
an individual party by having a January.
What I'm saying is, if we ask the people here, we say if we do 20, we eliminate some people. I would have to do 10 plan, oh, you can't do the 23rd.
Then maybe you can even plan a meeting in December to do it. So that woman.
Does everybody want to hear me for both of these? Either one?
I don't know.
Oh boy, it's a great story. Omar wants to stumble you back here.
By the way, do you know if St. Lawrence was sentenced?
I'm just saying, so if we took one of these off,
That's because of that little trick his attorney pulled.
Could I just say something, everybody here? If you received a card that I handed out, there is my email address, and if you don't already have not given me your contact info, please send yours to me, and I will notify you with updates when the next meeting will be. Thank you. Okay, please, but you have to send the email. It's on the back of that card.
May I make a suggestion? Anything that's on here that should be addressed will not be addressed tonight, will be addressed at the next meeting. So anything that's on here, any approval, disapproval,
Not any.
whatever's going on here, on these
Only,
issues.
yeah, the second and third items of the agenda, which are the two properties,
Hold on a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on 1 second, please.
I'm not sure I understand the question.
It's helpful if everybody listens, please. Let me step back a little bit. I know some people, very often when things go wrong, you point fingers, and I do that too, unfortunately. There was no intent to hurt or harm anybody here. We thought this meeting was going to take place.
We could put over item number
Why
2.
can't we try and get another place now? Why don't we call the fire department and go there now?
Yeah, the fire department is not available.
Can't take it.
How do we know it's not available?
I've already checked the fire department. I was there on Monday before the holiday.
They knew all about it.
Can't get
They knew all about it.
It's like shopping at a supermarket.
Items number 2 and number 3 are going to be rescheduled, so that there'll be no action taken on those 2 items tonight.
That's correct.
And hopefully, I'm not pointing fingers at all, hopefully it'll be in a bigger room.
It has to be in a bigger room.
Well, the question is, and somebody brought this up, and we will ask the question just to see if we have any ability to move people out to another night. We have 10 Pine Knoll, we have 3 Spring Hill Terrace. I know there are people who are interested in both. But if we could hold one of these, we'd like to find out if there are people who will not stay and come for the next one. For example, just for example, if we did hold 10 Pine Knoll Court tonight, because you won't be here in January, and we hold 3 Spring Hill Terrace January 23rd.
That's not the one that I addressed.
If we did 3 Spring Hill, you'd be here. If we did it tonight.
Why does it have to be one or the other? Why can't it be both?
It was just a thought. It was just a thought to see if we would have
If they
less
just
people.
go on and do what they gotta do, and get done.
Let's get a bigger room.
Okay. And I am going to be very democratic with you. If we hold off on the 2 new items and we do it in a larger venue, which will probably, well, you won't be there.
Why can't we do it in the
Figure it out. Gonna have our turn.
Just do it.
Why can't we do it in December? Why
We
can't
didn't,
we
we
meet?
didn't have.
Because the regular meeting is December 26th, and there's not, no.
Make a special meeting.
You asked the question.
Can't you reschedule it? You want us to reschedule our lives for coming January. Can't you reschedule for December?
That's a good point. That's a good
No,
point.
listen.
The audience here illustrates how important the issues are.
No, we're fine with that.
All
Listen,
right.
Do it in 2 weeks.
we can't establish that at this moment because of a lot of things to look at in terms of who's available or not. We will try very hard to find a date in December, even if it isn't on a Tuesday, and check with the people who are involved in here, the lawyers and everybody else, and we'll try to figure something else out. I apologize. We didn't expect this. You know what I mean?
You were told it was going to be like this.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, so what's gonna happen between now and the next meetings? Are they allowed to proceed and keep building and do whatever they want until this gets done? This is a problem.
That's not an issue here.
Yeah, it is.
It is an issue.
Yes, it is an issue. I think everybody is
The
here. for that
issues
issue.
on the agenda are, excuse me, sir, you're not on the board. The issues on the agenda are an appeal, two appeals
That
of
I
the
can build
issuance
whatever
of...
house I want, wherever I
Okay.
want.
Sir, you can argue, you can say you can do whatever you want. This board can only hear what's in front of it. There's an application on 3 Spring Hill Terrace to appeal the issuance of the CO. There's an application on 10 Pine Knoll Court to appeal the issuance of the CO. There's no issue before this board on whether people can build whatever they
But
want.
they're doing it.
This has nothing
That's
to do
not
with what
the
we're doing.
zoning board's, that's not what they're
Then when
considering.
do you
That's
stop it?
not what they're gonna
This has nothing to
rule
do
on.
with us.
That's not what was in front of the zoning board, sir.
Bottom line is you do whatever you want, you put it up, and then you worry about it later. That's the
If
bottom
you
line.
want to come and blow off steam, that's great. I
That's the bottom
understand.
line.
It's very frustrating to have
It
a
is
meeting
frustrating
called
that none of you
and
people
not
do
have
anything
it.
about it. That's what's frustrating. Well, the building department's all paid off, that's the problem.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do everything we can in our power to find an alternate date in December so this will be here. We're
I know it.
Take my word.
I feel like I'm gonna be coming.
I know you have a sense of humor.
I got no credentials.
Just out of curiosity, when could you consider postponing items 2 and 3? One would go through, is that correct?
Item number
Item
one.
1 tonight. That's
Item
what-
number one, we're
What-
gonna
what
hear
if-
tonight.
What if by some chance, all these people all of a sudden got interested in item 1?
Then it would be held over. The purpose of a public
wouldn't be
hearing
helpful.
is to have the public
I'm
speak
looking for,
and hear.
I'm looking for, you know.
It wouldn't be helpful because it would be held over for the same night in that bigger venue. It wouldn't be helpful.
I'm looking for equality in all the items.
Yeah.
How come one item gets preference?
You're welcome to stay, but if everybody stays for that item, we're gonna hold it over. And it'll be that night again. They have been before the board, this is what, the fourth time? The fourth time already. We would like to finish it up there.
It's not
No,
your
no,
problem.
if you all wanna stay
If
for
you wanna
that,
stay
we're
for
gonna
item
hold it
one.
over for that same night.
If you all stay, you're still in violation.
No, we're not. We have 2 new items and 1 item that's being held over.
Fire code wise. Fire code wise, that's still illegal if we stay.
It's not a
That's
matter-
what you want?
It's not a matter of illegality, you know what, it's a matter of practicality. If you have and this is what it goes down to, and it's the first thing I said, if you have a public hearing, the public, for both sides of any application, has to be able to hear, and they have to be able to speak. And this place is overflowing, the room isn't big enough. Nobody can hear the application, or not everybody can hear the
They're
application.
standing outside.
And they may not have the ability to then give comments on what they heard. That's the purpose of a meeting. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. If items number 2 and 3 are put over to the next meeting, the board will try to find a date in December to do. It will not be in this location. It will be publicized. When that is the decision of the board, if the room empties out enough so that it's not overflowing and a public hearing can be continued on item number 1, it will be. If it doesn't, then it won't be.
How? To make sure that the people here who don't have emails, how will they know about this?
You will
know
know
by-
Hang on a minute.
Jerry.
One at a time. What the village will need to do is do a mailing to let people know, because the people here who don't have emails and don't have access to all the public information are gonna be denied that opportunity. Tonight, they knew to be here.
What the village is going to do is they're going to notice this as they would notice any application. And beyond, if that's what it takes. I mean, Notice gets published in the paper, it gets posted on our website, and it gets posted at 6 posting locations in the village.
What
That
about
are the
mailing?
village posting locations.
What about a
You heard
mailing?
me say that.
A
I
mailing,
can
under
assure
the
you,
circumstances.
Jerry,
most of-
enough, please. You're the arbiter of goodness, but not tonight, okay?
Isn't number one, while we're here for number 2 and 3, when I'm reading on this card, and now we have,
That card has nothing to
the
do with the
card's nothing
meeting,
to do,
man.
it's from me only.
oh, okay.
All right. So again, just so I understand, because I'm speaking for everybody in here, we're going to try to find a day that accommodates somebody who's one of the applicants here, who is leaving on January 9th to go to Florida.
Okay.
Because if she's not able to speak, then that's a real violation of her rights.
I agree. Thank you.
So we're gonna put 2 and 3 over. And you see what happens to the room for item 1. Rich, be patient.
Jerry. Jack. Jerry.
Ladies and gentlemen, the items 2 and 3 are put over to the next zoning board meeting. It's right now scheduled for January 23rd. If it can be advanced, it will be advanced.
Didn't she say she couldn't be there for the 23rd?
Public hearing
January?
isn't being opened.
We're gonna try to find a date.
Our date wasn't working for our normal date, so that's why.
The date, we have regular meetings the last Tuesday of the month. In December, that's December 26th, and there's not enough board members available to hold a meeting.
We also have,
We're looking for that, that's what we're doing.
Because this is very important.
Yeah, we know, we're gonna find a new place. We're gonna try to find a date as early as we can.
thank you very much. No, thank you for understanding.
She's not driving.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's no more to discuss. They're not going to discuss either of those 2 items. If you want to hear about the garage, you're welcome to, but we're not going to address any of those other items. So I'm leaving. I don't know about the rest. Yeah. But I want to thank everybody for coming.
We're here now.
Have a good trip.
And make sure you
No.
Our meeting is December 4th. That's Monday.
I want to see your special. I want to stay here and see your special.
Next to the bank. That's the house with the,
It's always different.
No.
I said to Mark, you gotta be able to take this so I can get
Well, they're not
get
gonna.
on the list.
Well, you want, all I have, what we have is an email. You want to forward the emails to people, otherwise.
I can remember.
I'm saying I like to do it. I like to get before they leave.
35 years.
In a simple
Right,
form.
that's the company.
Email, that's all we have right now, really. That's it. We're working on emailing this and stuff like that. Like I said,
I don't know, what's item number 1? What is item number 1? But I don't, you know.
And they'll play this. I told
never hit the beehive. Never hit the beehive.
Tried this. come out of this meeting?
Thank you, sir.
Now you can go home and watch your shows.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that. I don't know.
Thanks for coming.
They were saying, whatever he did, he did wrong, that's why we fired him.
She's up there.
Outside of... necessarily a bad thing.
Why else would he do it? Why else would he allow the read on the other issue is, if we look at a lot of things,
Why do we, you know, it's now time to impeach the mayor.
Except for item 1, people aren't interested in it.
You need
Nobody?
700, you need 700 signatures to need reform in your election. Impeach it.
That's what you don't want.
I always get it out from the ballot. I always get my answer from the ballot. You call them, I have city, and they mail it to me.
So that's why
What you do, you call the village hall.
it's a huge issue.
My grandfather had a email on there.
It's not. I just destroyed it. He said, and this was, the last week I told you.
I saw the guy looking at the property today when I was going by, and then I saw the kids waving their
And I understand. I live.
guy there in the brown shirt. I can't believe this guy is the guy with the brown shirt.
He looks at my table, he said,
If someone comes in, all I know,
starts the curve, then it hits the wall.
that's correct.
That's a different issue.
Oh, right on the road. Yeah, on the right side. Red case. And he lives in a
That's a different issue. They only do it.
They didn't put a sidewalk in my house or my neighbor's house. I don't know why they didn't put a sidewalk in our house. It goes right up to the house.
Officially has been advertised.
The applicant